EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Walker to start the drive. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. They'll find Schwartz complete right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Open man here, Schwartz complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Tannehill. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try for the first with Walker. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
So he stopped for no gain, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football.
And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now Lawrence to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and we can make some field goal.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't listen.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Tannehill on target to Burks. First down, Tennessee. Walker now on first and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now is second and 10. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Motion man is Schwartz. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Tannehill's throw complete here to Kmet. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Zay Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He'll return it from the 6. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw caught here by Metcalf. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf, and a 1st down to boot. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Oh, some strong running, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A timeout for an injured player, and it looks like it's Traylon Burks who's in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, Tannehill. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Tannehill. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 79 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at at their own 24-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
On first down, right back to ETN. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run with ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jags are back within a score. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. There he goes left side. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
They went with the ever-popular RPO on that play, and what they often tell their receivers, as soon as you get the ball, you've got to be like a punt return. You've got to make the first guy miss on your own, because if you do, big plays like that can result. He went a long way before they caught him.
Throw out wide to Walker. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
ETN once more. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Lawrence will throw. And this one's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. Down the left sideline. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. ETN up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The kick by McManus is good. And he'll bring it back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Titans on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. He gets it to Burks again. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from him.
And he's got this down to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And Walker once more. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them, is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Titans.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Kenneth Walker
with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Titans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. Able to find Jones.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Here's first down. Back to throw. Lawrence.
He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here we go. First and goal. Lawrence.
And his throw here is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
A give to ETN running right.
And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Throwing, Tannehill. Gets it to Burks. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving. Remember, the one timeout still available as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And it's a big play there to secure the football. And, folks, we are headed to overtime.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game. 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen? As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. 70 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield. It's not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back and keep everything in front.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now we'll see what Lawrence can do in overtime.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he spins past him and into space. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
On the counter, ETN.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. You get 6, so much the better.
They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defended home field against a division rival and get the victory. So this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business, not just at home.